Okay, this video is going to show you how to peel a pomelo. This is a giant, I guess you'd call it an Asian grapefruit. It's really thick skinned, and if you just kind of try to dig into it, peel it like an orange or grapefruit, you're going to be doing a lot of work. So the technique that I use, I just come in, like you see this top part here, this is all skin here. It's very thick at the top, so I just take and cut basically around this top part, and trying not to cut into the meat, and just kind of pull this off like that. Okay, and as you can see, we're almost into the meat right here. So then what I do is start cutting down here, and you can see how deep this knife is going. It's about almost a half an inch deep. Not quite, maybe 3/8 of an inch for those that use American measurements. And I just cut it in, and it's about, at the top you can see it's about maybe an inch, inch and a half section. In the center though, it's much wider, maybe almost 3 inches, just because the diameter increases as you go down. So I just, again, I'm sinking the knife in. You can kind of tell how deep the knife is right there. Okay, and I just cut all these little wedge shaped things, and again, I'm not trying to cut into the meat. I'm just trying to cut the exterior skin, and I cut all the way down to the base. Now at the base I don't cut deep. I'm only cutting, see the knife kind of at the base, you can see I'm just barely cutting. See right there? So I'm not really going that deep. And then I just come up to the top and kind of get in between the skin and the meat, and I just start peeling these little sections off like that. Get down to the base, you just rip it out. See, like that. And then you continue to peel each one of these off just like that. Just take your thumb and try to get, you know, that little layer between the skin and the meat of the pomelo, and just continue to peel all the way around. And as you can see, it's all coming off nicely. I mean, I'm down to the meat, and you know, just a thin bit of the skin is on there. And you can see the depth of my cut, and you can see the thickness of this flesh, or not flesh, but the skin. And then you just peel this all off. And last one here. And you basically have it peeled. Now this other layer here, you know, like on an orange, you would probably peel all this thin skin off of here. But on a pomelo, the way that I see everybody eating them here, they take and I'm peeling this off just because I'm used to doing it, but you stick your thumb in here, and because this is peeled so thin, like I said, you can see the meat right there. You just stick your thumb in, open it up like that, and now you've got each individual wedge, and you can just start peeling it apart. You can also take out this little center core if you can, but basically I get all this stuff out of here, and this is not really a perfectly ripened pomelo here. This one was picked off the tree too early, but the way they eat them, they peel this exterior skin off just like, can you give me a plate? To get to the meat. And we're going to juice these. We're not going to eat these because they really aren't that sweet, because again, the people said that these were ripe, and of course, you know, people selling this stuff, they don't ever tell you the truth. But you just take this wedge out like that, and then you just eat the juicy pods inside. So basically that's it. You can take your knife and kind of slice down this center line here to open that up and peel that pod skin off. Yeah. Took a little bite there. It's good. That's good. It's actually sweeter now, than the other ones were. But basically, you just wind up with the pieces of the pod, and again, we're going to juice these, so it's no big deal. If you were just eating it raw, or just eating the fruit, you just pop that in your mouth, and voila, pomelo. So that's how you peel it. I'm gonna give this to my wife because she's gonna juice this, because we make juice. We're doing actually a guava, carrot, apple, and pomelo juice. And this juice is really good. You can also make margaritas from this. You just do basically the same thing. You just throw this into your blender with some ice and blend it up and pour in some tequila, and voila, you got pomelo margaritas that are really delicious. And also mangoes. You can do mango margaritas the same way, and they're like really good too. So anyway, that's it for now. We'll see you soon. As I was saying, what we're going to do with the pomelo, and I don't see the pomelo here. Oh, okay, it's on a separate plate right there. So it's kind of tore up in bits and pieces, and it's not the whole thing. We do about a third of it, but then we do all these carrots here. We got them kind of cut up in a kind of little triangle wedge thing. We got the guava. Guava's full of seeds too, so if you eat it, you're always spitting out seeds. So it's really works well if you juice it. And then these are the apples. They're just Fuji's that we get here in the Philippines. And then we're using this juicer here. It's a what's the brand of this?
Omega.
No, it's not. Oh yeah, this is the Omega 8000, I think, or 6000. It's a slow speed juicer. It your fruit, vegetables, whatever goes in this chute, and then down into like a little spiral, kind of like a drill bit shaped thing, but it's big here with big openings, and then it gets smaller and tighter as it feeds the fruit or the vegetables down, and as it feeds it down, it's crushing it, and then out this end comes the pulp, and out this down here, right here, comes the juice. So we're going to fire this thing up, and you can kind of watch it. Oh, also we throw in a little piece of ginger, about this big, and it adds a little spice to the juice, and of course ginger is really good for you too. So, but that's really not very much, but ginger's actually pretty hot. If you drink ginger, juiced ginger straight, it's way spicier than what you'd think. Okay, so we're going to start this thing up and begin juicing, and you'll kind of see how this stuff goes. Drop in some apples, and you can see, okay, there's the juice coming out, the place where the juice is supposed to come out, and then this is the pulp coming out of that end. This pulp is relatively dry. We've already thrown some carrots in, so that's why it's orange coming out there right now. She's doing carrots and mixing in. This is guava here that we're throwing in. So this is mainly a fruit juice, minus the exception of the carrots. And when it's done, it's all really good. These are all kind of sweet fruits. If you're throwing in vegetables, for instance, green vegetables, then it's going to have more of a like a chlorophyll taste, and it's really important that you add sweeter fruits and vegetables. Carrots are very sweet, and then of course the apples and guava and the pomelo is sweet too. So you got to kind of counter that green effect. Like if there's a pomelo right there, we're just throwing in those chunks, and they juice up really nicely. You'll see a ton of juice kind of comes squirting out there from those. And anyway, this is a low speed juicer. It spins at 86 RPMs. And the high speed ones that have the little, like 1,000 small teeth inside of it on a disc that spins at high speed, that oxidizes your all the things you're juicing, so you actually lose nutrition if you use those. I mean, if that's what you got, you're still going to, get healthy juice, but it's just, when you're splitting hairs, a slow speed juicer is really the best option for you. So anyway, that's it for now, and we're going to finish doing the juice, and we'll be back with more from my paradise on Bantayan Island. See you soon. Bye for now.